You're about to do something your great-great-grandparents would have found genuinely strange. Tonight, you'll go to sleep, stay asleep for 7 or 8 straight hours, and wake up assuming that's how humans have always slept. You're wrong, and the real story is stranger than you'd guess. For most of human history, darkness wasn't empty time. It was a second life, one we've almost completely forgotten existed. Start with the obvious problem. Night was dangerous. Human eyesight is poor in low light, but the animals hunting us, wolves, leopards, hyenas, saw just fine in the dark. So when the sun dropped, our ancestors didn't wander. They froze in place, usually somewhere defensible, and waited. Then fire entered the picture. Evidence from Wonderwerk Cave in South Africa shows humans controlling fire roughly 1 million years ago. A burning fire creates a rough 30-foot perimeter predators won't cross. Step outside it and the odds shift dramatically against you. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer groups have documented this directly. People who wander from the fire at night face real predator risk even now. But fire didn't just protect people, it extended the day itself. Before fire, awake time ended at sunset, as little as 8 hours in winter. Fire added 2 to 4 extra usable hours every single night for generation after generation. So what did people actually do with that firelight time? In 2014, anthropologist Wiessner published research in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences after spending years recording conversations among the Jew/hoansi Bushmen of the Kalahari, one of the last groups living close to humanity's original lifestyle. Daytime talk, she found, was almost entirely practical: hunting logistics, plant availability, complaints. But at night, around the fire, 81% of conversation shifted to storytelling, myths, distant adventures, jokes, origin stories. Wiessner's conclusion was direct. Firelight conversation is where human culture itself was likely born. Now here's where it gets stranger. Night wasn't just storytelling, it had a hidden second layer scientists only rediscovered recently. In 2001, historian Roger Ekirch published findings after 16 years combing through historical records, prayer books, court documents, medical texts, even passages in Homer. Over 500 references across centuries described something called first sleep and second sleep. People didn't sleep in one block. They slept roughly 4 hours, woke naturally, stayed awake for 1 to 2 quiet hours in the middle of the night, then slept another 4 hours until dawn. This wasn't insomnia, it was simply normal human sleep, and that middle window wasn't wasted. People reflected, interpreted dreams, talked quietly, or just lay still in the dark thinking. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr tested this directly. He removed all artificial light from a group of volunteers for a month, giving them 14 hours of darkness nightly, roughly matching pre-fire conditions. Within weeks, every participant fell into the same rhythm Ekirch had found in historical records: 4 hours sleep, a wakeful middle period, then 4 more hours. Nobody instructed them to do this. Their bodies simply reverted to it. During that wakeful window, Wehr measured elevated prolactin, the same hormone associated with meditation. Participants described the state as calm and reflective. It wasn't a sleep interruption, it was a separate state of consciousness, one most modern humans never experience anymore. So what erased all of this? Light, specifically artificial light, arriving in stages: street lamps in 1600s Paris, gas lighting in the 1800s, and finally Edison's electric bulb in 1879. Within a generation, 300,000 years of nighttime darkness simply ended. Even the word curfew reveals this history. It comes from the French couvre-feu, meaning cover the fire. Bells would ring at night, signaling people to extinguish flames because night was supposed to stay dark. Today, most people get 7 to 8 hours of artificial light exposure after sunset, much of it from screens.
That light suppresses melatonin and convinces your brain it's still daytime, fragmenting the sleep cycle that took millions of years to develop. Remarkably, researchers have found that just 1 week of camping with zero artificial light resets melatonin timing by nearly 2 hours, the ancient programming reactivating almost instantly. So the next time you wake up at 2 a.m. for no obvious reason, consider this. That might not be a malfunction. It might be the oldest, most natural rhythm your body has, quietly trying to reassert itself, one dark and silent hour at a time.